Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another plant related video. It's something similar to one that I've done before. It's kind of like an updated-y, I don't know if it's an updated one, but similar to one that I've done before. I'm trying to remember if I've done it before and how long ago and what video that I've done it in, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But I know that I've shared it before with you guys, and I have shown you guys, I believe, I have two aloe plant hybrids, one of which I had gotten a few pups off of that one I actually just posted the other day on here on my channel, and that one, I believe I had talked about how she has bloomed for me. She had bloomed last year for me and bloomed again once this year, and I wanted to show you guys, because I think I maybe had mentioned that she started to bloom again for me this year, so that would make it twice this year, this season that she's bloomed for me. And one of my other aloe plants is actually blooming for me as well, and so I wanted to show you guys what they look like, because one of them hasn't ever bloomed for me, and the one that has, I've never seen it this big, the bloom part, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. Beforehand, I want to apologize because the lighting is not good, and it's just really not going to show the colors that great, but they are super pretty. The first one that I'm going to show you is one called, it's a hybrid aloe plant. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but I'm going to call it the Aloe Guido, Guido. That's how I pronounce it. That's how it's spelled. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it correctly, but that's the one that I got all those babies off of, which, happy news is I had 3 babies that I was able to salvage off of her, and one of my friends came over last week and took one of her pups home, so yay. But also made me a little bit sad, but went to a good home. Anyways, before any time that this plant has ever bloomed for me, say the plant was like this tall, the bloom, if this is the top of the plant, the bloom would only ever get that tall, maybe that. So probably 4 inches tall at the most, before it would like kind of die off and just kind of not do well. Here we are now. I'm going to try to back up. It goes obviously from the middle of the plant all the way up to the top here. It is a good 7-8 inches tall, very silly looking, very healthy. This is what each individual piece looks like at the top. And if you'll notice the ones down here, if I can get it to kind of look, have kind of like an orangey kind of hue near the actual stem. The ones up here are starting to get it because they are maturing a little bit more. I've seen aloe plants that kind of are in bloom, and they're not like huge flowers that come off of them. They're just like little itty bitty flowers that just kind of barely open up, but they're still really cool. It's really pretty. Real quick, I have to show you my dog on my bed. He is a goofball. He has made himself comfortable. Haven't you, you silly boy? He is listening to every word that I'm saying about him, and he's falling asleep because he's a mama's boy, aren't you? You're such a mama's boy. So now that we have all had our puppy break, back to our plants, my plant, whatever. So the other aloe plant that I have is another like hybrid-y kind of aloe plant. It is called Bright Star, and you will see in a minute why it's called Bright Star. And again, this one is I call it in bloom just because of the fact that I'm just giggling over the pup. I call it in bloom because of the stalk piece that's going to have all the little bloom flowers on it. And before anybody questions or asks or anything, this one does have a crap load of babies and everything else in it, and I didn't want to really disrupt it because of the fact that everybody looks so healthy and happy in here. I've had this one since it was a single aloe plant, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you this one here. Now again, the color, it's not going to really show up. I'm going to try to zoom in here. That's what the base of the plant looks like. Obviously this is the mother plant right here, and this is the bloom part. I can get it to stay still. Those are going to be her blooms. Really the camera doesn't do it justice because on the actual like leaf part, it's dotted with really bright pink spines, if you will, and these are super bright pink, pinkishy red colored. If you want to know more about them, if you have a QR reader, Lonnie, if you're watching this, I know this helped you out before. I'm going to zoom this in so that maybe you can get something to scan it with. I'm going to try to get this to work for you, and I hoped that that stayed up there well enough for somebody to get some kind of use out of. But Lonnie, I know that you are out there and get use out of those when I do those, so that is all that I wanted to show you guys. Like I said, I know that one has a lot of babies in it, and I just didn't want to disrupt her with all the babies and everything. Everybody looks happy and healthy, not overcrowded, I don't think. But that is it on that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Definitely leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and it does help the channel. See you guys next time. Bye.